All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. Today in Pathfinders, I'm going to start our meditation practice together. So that's going to happen. And then I'm also going to talk with you about being in alignment and what that means and how you can make it happen for yourself. Okay. Because that's whenever I'm talking in the readings and I'm saying, you're in alignment or you're not in alignment, I get a lot of questions about that. So let's clear it up. Okay. So let's see what wants to come through for the collective today. Tomorrow in astrology, we're going to talk about Venus. Venus, how people like to be loved. It's great to look at someone's Venus because then you'll know. Then you'll know. You have the key to their heart in many ways. Lucky underneath. Water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio there. Air. Okay. So far, fire, water, air. Soulmate. What is this about? Okay, right away, what I'm feeling is this is about a connection that has everything except isn't in the physical. There's fire, there's passion, there's feelings, there's thinking, there's communication, but there's no physicality to it. And so this could be part of the connection that, we're not in the physical together, meaning someone is on the other side, or this can mean that we are part of the wave of twin flames that do not end up being together in the physical, or at least we're not right now. Okay. Spend long periods of time not being in the physical together. So let's see what wants to come through here. Sorry, my voice is a little rough this week. I apologize. All right, let's see what's going on for everybody here. All right, 9 of Pentacles underneath. The 9 of Wands. Wow, look at this. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Holy moly. The Chariot and the Knight of Swords. There's the Aquarian card of healing. It's like this is almost coming together. It's possible that this group of soulmates may end up being in the physical soon. All right. 7 of Swords. We tried a whole bunch of different ways. Page of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. I am getting a very strong third party energy here. 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Come on. 9 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Going in a forward direction. So far, only one major arcana card. 2 of Pentacles. There's the Empress. Okay. 3 of Swords. What is going on here? This is a connection that's ready to come together in the physical, but there's so much small interference. This is not about like some big story that you have that like, oh, we can't be together because this is like part of our calling, or it's our mission, or it's who we are, like we're destined not to be together. This is like small BS, small earth-based nonsense. Okay? Like anxiety, dragging one's feet, lying, not aligning with mission or purpose, feeling afraid about changing, making changes, feeling afraid about moving, feeling of like this is all very what's the word? It's just like noise. There's just noise in the way of this connection. I feel like you kind of know that on some level. I'm talking to a collective here that knows that they're meant to be with somebody, but like for some reason, we just can't get it together. And I'm here to tell you that both of you, for different reasons, is doing stupid shit. Okay? You might be anxious or concerned about making a mistake. There might be a lot of a lot of the reason this is happening is it's a lot of patterns from the past that still haven't been healed. And so you're like, yeah, this is the person I'm supposed to be with, and that pattern is not part of our connection. It kind of doesn't matter. It's this is something this journey is something that's prompting you to do a better job of telling yourself the truth, being on the up and up, being honest, being courageous, being direct, being explorers, being spiritual healers, taking chances, taking risks, doing stuff like that. That's what is happening here, that there's so much I can't do it because self-doubt, shutting myself down. No, this isn't going to work right now. I can't leave that person. I can't quit that job. I can't. I want you to stop saying that stuff. Okay? Because that is what's blocking you. You are blocking you. And I know in many of the readings that's true as well, even if there are bigger forces at play here. But this is kind of like little stubborn ways of talking, ways of communicating that show self-doubt, that bring you into a place of, I'll never get what I want. I hate even saying that. Okay? Like, start learning to say, wouldn't it be wonderful if? I love, okay? Like, try to expand your energy every single day. And one of the easiest ways to do it is watch what you say. What are you saying? Are you saying, I would love to be with this person, but we can't, but we can't, but we can't, but we can't, but we can't? Are you saying that? Because you're the one standing in the way. If you give the universe, and sometimes I'm just going to say this because I'm feeling this now from some of you. What if it were to happen? I've also read your comments when I would do a reading about, like, they're going to show up at your front door. How many of you were like, nope, no, oh no way. Can't do that. No. Why not? Wouldn't it be cool if this person showed up? I would love to see them. I would love to go to dinner with them. I would love to have them call me on the phone. I would love to hear about their day. Just do that stuff. You don't have to sign away your free will. Okay? There are parts here that say the heart is not healed yet. There's still somebody dragging their feet. There's still somebody anxious. There's still somebody lying. There's still somebody, maybe this is third party stuff. There's still, all of this is still going on. But in the 5D, or in the spiritual sense, there's a real wish being granted here. And I'm just going to do this. The Seven of Swords. Let's get one each for the lines here. So give me one more story, one more card about the top line. Judgment. Crossroads. One more line. One more card for the middle line. Ten of Pentacles. One card for the bottom line. Five of Swords. This says to me that the connection has a lot of momentum here in the spiritual realm. And I do believe some of you have left behind some of these behaviors. And really done some good healing work about patterns past. Good enough to kind of be in a space where you feel like, what are you talking about, Mary Jo? I feel like I've healed a lot of stuff. I feel like I've done a lot of work. I feel like I've really, oh, here's the other nine. That's the fourth nine. The nine in the major arcana is the Hermit card. There's something about being on your own. Like I've done the healing enough to get me to the place where I'm really super happy without having anybody around, because I'm kind of afraid that if I have somebody around, like if this person's around, like how will I deal with that? If they're around all the time, will it ruin things? Or will we discover and know too much about each other and maybe the love kind of goes away? Or like I'm happier with it suspended in some kind of animation. And because I have all these other things going on, I have some fears about letting someone get to know me very intimately, very deeply, because what if I'm not good enough? What if they see that I'm really not that great? What then? So I invite you. I think you're kind of hurting yourself here and dragging your feet because you're worried about you or this other person. It could be worried that if they really see me, that I'm not the fantasy that they have of me. You're right. You're not. But we're going to get to the place where I feel like that's a better thing. So this transit here, whatever this is, whatever this transition is, the Six of Swords, we're going to get to the point where the fantasy of it is getting old. You may have already crossed that threshold. The fantasy of it, the coolness, the wow factor of it, the hey, I have a twin flame and they're living in Albuquerque and I'm over here in Dublin. Like the romantic nature of that is going to kind of wear off. Nine of Swords. Because I do have here, if you look, that does seem alone. This does seem, well, those are people there. But I feel like we're going towards togetherness, because this is kind of like family, right? We're going towards something that's about togetherness instead of it being separate or single or something like that. But then every time I push them away. Every time they come near me, I push them away. I'm so afraid. Either they're going to see the real me, I'm going to sabotage it in some way. So the saboteur is present. This is an archetype we all have. If you want to read Carolyn Mace's book about our archetypes, I think that's very telling that the saboteur is showing up here. Why is that? Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of like there's something about your reality and their reality that you're afraid might not match. That like what this person might want in reality is something different than you, or something different than what you hope they want. I also feel like some of you are really quite used to this fantasy where this person is not with you, but you get to have a feeling of togetherness because they are connected with you. But you get to just kind of live your life and not worry about, the 3D stuff of life. I don't need to worry about taking out the trash. I don't need to worry about arguing with you about something. I don't want to know from like your bad habits. I don't want to talk about money with you. I just want to have this beautiful fantasy. So, there is something about that. that what if we get to know each other? And I feel like twin flame fantasy, there's a lot of that going on, that once it becomes a real thing. Now, I do feel that there are some twin flames coming together this year. I think I've said that for quite a long time. And I just want to get one more energetic read. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. This is an expectation. And I'm almost seeing, like, is that kind of two ends of the spectrum? Like perfection, and on this side, it's actually like a fantasy, right? Like he's looking at those 3 cups. He's not really seeing the Ace of Cups, but there's this sense of like dashed hopes. You can never kind of be my 10 of Cups. You can never really be that. And this Ace of Cups is just sort of like, it's all a fantasy. It's all a fantasy. 10 of Cups is not real. And so there's a definite feeling of like, how you know, when I'm talking about like saying stuff out loud, wouldn't it be fun if they showed up and took me to dinner? Wouldn't it be awesome if we lived in the same city? Wouldn't I really enjoy a chance to talk with them on the phone more often? Wouldn't it be fun to sit and watch that movie together? Like you kind of have these fantasies, and like when they come true, then what? Like I said, so there's something here about the expectations. 3 of Wands is expectations. So I am definitely getting that if you have created some kind of fantasy around your twin flame or around a soulmate relationship because there's been distance, I get the feeling that the reason that it's not coming together is because the expectations are so immense. It's almost like a bubble, right? Like the other person can't get in. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Where are we going with this? World. Ace of Swords. There he is. There's the Hermit. Ace of Pentacles. So we are moving into a new chapter here. I almost feel like some of you are getting this. You really are. You're understanding that it's time to let go of some kind of fantasy, let go of someone being perfect or being absolutely awful. Like there's something in the middle there. There's definitely something in the middle. And I feel like the universe is kind of setting you up to be in contact, to be in connection with them, with this person, for a new chapter that's built on wisdom that comes from all of these things, but it's not based on fantasy anymore. It's based on truth and like legit plant the seed. Let's get going. Okay. So the fantasy is coming to an end. And I do believe that Spirit is saying, what are your expectations? Can you still work on some of your issues here? Because I feel like you're coming together very quickly. Could be within the next 10 days. Wow. All right. Let's keep going. Let's see where we are. If you want to continue on with me, there's a link below if this is your story. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.